Now I started recording because now I'm sharing up with my PPT. That's why.
It can be hydraulic lift, ma'am.
It is a hydraulic?
Hydraulic lift, like giving
Yeah.
very low
Yes.
pressure and making the
Yes.
high pressure bodies to have.
Yes, yes. Examples in general, you could talk about hydraulic machines and all, hydraulic lift and all. Whatever example you gave was correct only. But we have to know the application of it in a proper way, right? We all have might be seen. Before I start the derivation, in general, I would like to talk. So have a note of my conversation. We all might have seen the several types of hydraulic machines. Hope you people watched, I suppose. Hydraulic machines like suppose hydraulic cranes you could watch. I think so. Hydraulic JCBs, right, or hydraulic lifts, etc. As like your friend concluded, hydraulic lift and all. These are the general explanations of examples or applications you could give an answer. Like hydraulic machines are the machines what that use the liquid flow or the liquid fluid power to do with the work. Okay, are the machines that used with the liquid part to do with the work. In this hydraulic systems, when we apply force at one end, for suppose, then the generated pressure is equally distributed to every point of the fluid which you considered. Right? That is due to which, because of the force acting on the another end also, without any of a loss into picture. And that constraint or that particular concept we could treat as or called as Pascal's law or Pascal's principle. Hope people understood. All right. With the short general information, we would start now with the derivation of Pascal's law. People are watching with the first slide. I hope so. According to Pascal's law, pressure or intensity of pressure at a point in a static fluid will be equal in where in all the directions which we are considering in a state. Right? I again repeat Pascal's law. Right. States that, which is stating that, right, that the intensity of the pressure at a point in a fluid, right, in a fluid where, in a fluid at rest, it is at rest, that is what in a static fluid is called, right, in a fluid at rest same in all directions, right. Means what? Means Pascal's law is applied. I am explaining with this first three lines. Means what Pascal's law is applied for the fluids which has been at a rest. Right? Means what? When a fluid is at rest and if you apply any pressure at a point, then in a fluid in a rest, that the pressure intensity of pressure at a point in the fluid. We are talking about what? Intensity of pressure at a point in a fluid at rest, same in which all the directions. In all the directions. So here, actually in this answer, we are trying to prove Px equals to Py equal to Pz. That is the equation we are going to derive today. Px equals to Py equal to Pz. For that, to derive actually, let us consider, I hope you are watching with the second half of a slide. Let us consider one arbitrary fluid element of which shape we are considering a rectangular shape ABC as displayed in the following figure. The figure is coming down in the next slide. Let us assume that the width of the fluid element ABC perpendicular to the plane of a paper is unity. That is, width is taken as what? Unity. Right? Now, this is the wedge which we considered a wedge shape element. We are considering in a fluid mass at rest and width of an element is taken as what? Unity. Right? And angle ABC is taken as what? Theta. I hope people are watching in the illustration. Angle ABC is taken as theta. Okay. And angle ABC equal to theta. And let you are watching A, B, C, D in my answer here. Let A be equal to what? That is A be equal to distance dy. Okay. And AC equals to dx and BC is equal to ds. I repeat, I'll come from x actually. AC equal to what? Dx. BA equal to dy and BC equal to DS. Alright, what are all these actually? You could note, let us consider the following terms as mentioned, that is P of X. P of X is what? If you watch in the answer, Px is acting along BA, Py towards AC, and Pz towards in the Z axis, that is towards CB. Right? AB, AC and CB. Hope people are following. Alright? Now, we are considering these as, let us consider the following terms, that is Px equals to pressure acting in the x direction on over face called AB. What? Px is what? One second. Pressure acting on AB. Alright? Pressure acting on in x direction over the face AB. And Py in y direction and Pz is in the z direction. Okay, so let me go with this sketch only. So I hope Px, Py, Pz are clear. This is what actually we are applying pressure at each and every particular faces we have in a wedge. That is pressure acting on, what did I say, on AB equal to Px, on AC is equals to P of y, and in BC equal to P of z. Right. And we all know that pressure force P equals to F by A. That is force by area. Force by area. And in the slide you are watching theta. I already told what is theta called, and dx, dy, ds are elemental dimensions and rho is the density of fluid. Now, pressure F equals to what? P equal to what? F by area. P equals to F by area. And pressure force is equal to what? Just now in the explanation I was telling, it is equal to P into area. Pressure force P equal to F by A I was telling, and F equal to P into area. That is pressure force equal to P into area. So pressure force, now considering this wedge, we will calculate pressure force on each faces, on all the faces, that is. How you people are calculating. If I suppose take a pressure force on Px, pressure force on where we are considering on, that is AB. Okay, pressure force on where we are considering on AB. On AB, what you people are getting here? Anyone, any answer? What is that? Pressure force on AB will be equal to forces on Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Right. Please stay, don't leave. I again rejoined. Please stay. If people left, please call them. Sorry, I lost my power and luckily it was connected and again I rejoined. So let us continue then. I'll just share. Right, somewhere around the sketch, I think we stopped, no? Right. Yeah, I was asking some question. Wait for think. We'll complete with this. Okay. Now, I hope I was asking some question. I think so. People understood so far with the explanation of element which we considered and the procedure how we are starting. Right, because we are considering which element actually here. Element is at rest here, right? So algebraic sum of vertical and horizontal forces would be equal to 0. That is, I hope you understood, summation of left side is equal to right side forces. So pressure acting, then the forces acting on the element. What are the two forces acting on the element here? Pressure force, which is normal to the surface, and weight of the element in the vertical direction. You could see in the next slide, it is there, weight of the element which is acting in the vertical direction. Right, for this answer, we are now taking all the faces, that is forces on face AB. That is which force we are talking? Pressure force acting on face AB. Face AB equal to what? Face AB is what here we are watching? Px into what? Area of the face AB. I repeat again, pressure force on AB is equal to Px into area of the face AB. So what is the area of the face AB? We are taking Px, right? Px into dy, that is area equal to what? Length into width. You already know, that is length is dy into 1 and width of the element is considered as unity in my explanation already. So we are getting here in the face AB Px into dy into 1. Okay, so what is the equation we got? Px into, we already watched here, Px into dy into 1. So I'll just go back to the equation here. See, Px into, all could watch, I think so. Forces on face AB, AC, BC together he has explained. We are only taking force face of AB, that is F of AB. Px into area of face AB equal to Px into dy into 1. So finally you got Px of dy. That is the first answer. Now I'll go back to my illustration. Similarly, however we have done on AB, in the same show we have to give with the face on AC also, this line down, AC. So force on, that is pressure force on the face AC equal to, on the face AC equal to. Please watch the slides with my mouse movement I am giving here. On AC equal to, here also again how will you do? PY, right? PY into dx into width is what? 1. We consider it as 1. Right? So py into dx into 1. That is the second equation. So I'll just go back with the second equation here. F of AC. We are talking on AC only, right? So we got AC equal to what? P of y into area of that particular side. That is AC, which is equal to py into dy in dx into 1. Okay, py into dx into 1. I hope you are following. Now similarly with the last stage I'll go, that is BC. Here you are watching BC element here, the side, right? BC equal to what will you get? PZ into ds into 1. Okay, PZ into ds into 1. I'll go back with the equation again. Yeah, here. Last third step, 1, 2, 3. Slowly, I think people are watching. FAB, I was told, FAC told, FBC, now we are talking. PZ into area of face BC equal to PZ into DS into 1. That you have got PZ of DS something. You got all how many answers now in my hand? 3 answers. These are all the 3 equations we are now holded. Now, I hope people could follow till here very comfortably. Now, weight of the fluid element. We are moving to weight of a fluid element, that is W equal to, you all know W equals to, he took actually volume into density of fluid into acceleration due to gravity. How we are writing here? W equal to what? M into G. You all know. Weight of an element equal to what? Mass of an element into acceleration. Yes or no? Weight of an element equal to? Yes. Weight of an element equals to W equals to M into G. That is, one second. Yeah. W equal to M into, I hope people who are watching whiteboard, I have shared whiteboard now. Okay. You people have to go with me because I am using 2 sources to come here. W equal to what? M into G. You already know. That is what? W is called as what? Weight of a element. W is weight of a element. Now, you all know, you all are aware of with density rho equal to, what is density rho formula, ma? Density rho formula equal to M by V. We already studied this in my first stages, in your first equation. So here M equal to what? Rho into V. Hope people are understanding. So this how we are doing here, rho into, yes, volume into G. This is how we are writing. Now, you all know what is volume equal to. What is volume? Volume equals to area into width. We already know. Or area into length, either way. Right? So, volume what we are writing here. Why volume we are considering? Because we have considered a wedge shape element. We have considered which shape element? In the diagram, I hope you watched. My sketch was like this. We considered a wedge element, which is in which shape actually? You could see it is in a triangular shape. Triangular shape means what? Area is equal to half into base into height. You already know the basic formulae. So based on that formulae, how we are writing my equation? Half into, coming to your sketch, half into AB into AC. Half into AB into AC. Yes or no? Half into